We begin our Sunrise Smart Start with breaking news. Multiple fire departments responding to a 5-alarm structure fire at the Pallet Express on Lyle Ave. This is a live look at the scene and conditions right now. You see them still attacking that exterior with water on that ladder truck. Quite a bit of smoke driving in this morning. You could see that on 490, but the scene a few hours ago was quite different. Around 11 last night, the Rochester Fire Department says they got a call for a fire at the business on Lyle Ave. The flames spread quickly, upgrading it to a second alarm fire, then a fifth. RFD says the rate the fire spread could be due to the pallets of old and dry wood, which they consider a fire load to stop the blaze from spreading. They attacked it from the outside after seeking out any potential threats.
So there's a lot of early work up front, getting the hydrants, getting all the rigs around positioned for the master streams. We stay out of the collapse zone in case any walls start coming down, which has happened in the back there. But that's kind of it. At this point, we kind of just move the streams and things kind of calm down for a while, and it's kind of just a waiting game.
RFD says they have it under control from spreading so far and have not identified anything inside to be dangerous. They tell us no one was inside the structure. The investigation into the cause is ongoing, and as we learn more, we will update you both on air and online at rochesterfirst.com. An elderly man and woman are dead following a house fire on Carroll Drive in Irondequoit. According to the St. Paul Boulevard Fire District, they arrived around 7:30 Sunday morning to flames coming out of the bedroom window. Neighbors say there were multiple fire trucks and ambulances on scene. Firefighters found the two victims in the house. They did not survive. Their identities have not yet been released. A neighbor says she knew the man who died and is stunned by the tragedy.
Just stunned, you know, saddened by something like this happening to such a nice man, you know, and a family. He was an older gentleman. He was very friendly. He used to walk his dogs years ago when he had them. Very intelligent man, very nice.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A 53-year-old man has died after a crash involving a motorcycle and a car near St. Paul Street. According to the Rochester Police Department, officers responded to the report of a crash at the intersection of St. Paul Street and Upper Falls Boulevard around 8:30 Sunday night. When they arrived, officers found the motorcyclist had sustained serious injuries. The victim was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital but was pronounced dead after arrival. The driver and passenger in the car were also taken to the hospital for treatment of minor injuries. Investigators say there were no indicators of criminality in the incident. No tickets have been issued. 4 people are in the hospital after a crash on the thruway involving 2 motorcycles and an SUV towing a boat. Around 3 Saturday afternoon, multiple emergency personnel were near 90 westbound between the Henrietta and Leroy exits. According to officials, an SUV that was towing a boat hit 2 motorcycles carrying 4 riders. 2 of the riders were trapped underneath the boat. All 4 riders are being treated for moderate to serious injuries. Henrietta Fire says that a bystander stopped and helped the victims before emergency services arrived. Town officials in Webster and Brighton are working to bring unity to the communities after the controversy over the removal of the pride flag from Webster Town Hall. Both town supervisors spoke at the pride event in Brighton Sunday morning on the issue. Webster town supervisor was the one who raised the flag and believes it is important to treat everyone equally. He says none of the town's money was used. The biggest argument is if the flag is allowed to be flown in the first place. After the controversy, the board passed a resolution to only have certain flags, like the American and state flags, flown on town property.
I knew that this was a possible issue. I knew it was. And one of my staff members asked me that if I was just a member of the community still, what I would want to see. And I had said, I want to see the pride flag up. I realized at that point that I was the one in that position to make that change. And that was the right thing to do.
This year's theme recalls the queer trailblazers who have shown us the way to keep on fighting for the most marginalized among us.
We reached out to the council members who voted to have the flag removed. We have not yet heard back. Let's get to our sunrise traffic report here at 6:54. That view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye Cam over the west side showing things moving at speed at this time. No accidents of note. That fire that we mentioned earlier on Lyle Ave has the area between Avery and Glide shut down, so try to avoid that area on your morning commute. And for the second time, state lawmakers have passed a bill that would make Monroe County, Erie County, and Onondaga County their own their own judicial districts. The legislature also passed the bill last year, but it did not become law. Assemblyman John Rivera first introduced the bill, which he says would provide better representation for rural counties. Opponents called it a power grab by majority Democrats. Governor Kathy Hochul neither nor vetoed the bill, an action known as a pocket veto, which is why supporters passed it a second time. Final check of the forecast now with James. What do we need to know about our weather?
Let's enjoy it today.
Yes.
Looks good out there. A lot of sunshine. Temperatures in the 70s most of the day. I've got 80 for a high temperature, so probably just getting to 80 degrees. And then we've got some summer heat coming up. Not only will we crank up the temperatures, but we'll also bring up the humidity, so that's really going to translate into the overnight lows being on the warmer side, as well as afternoon highs warm. And then, yeah, the scattered showers and thunderstorms. So tomorrow's probably just the afternoon, and then really rest of the week, it's going to be, you can see morning storms, afternoon storms, overnight, nocturnal storms as well. So we'll be busy rest of the week, really.
Well, it's not going to change anything about the podcast, is it?
We'll still be on the podcast.
We are still going to be on the podcast every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Check out our podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise. I'll be there this morning with James. Usually it is Brennan.
Right.
But it's going to be lots of fun. I have to tell you about my recovery time. Every time I do something late on a Friday, I have to recover.
Okay.
It takes the whole weekend.
Sure.
I need the person with children to really bring me back to reality.
I'll let you know.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.